Archangel Michael says you're moving. This is the picture of the place you are moving to. Open right now before it, my child, my beloved. Heaven has been waiting for this moment to reach you, because you're not meant to stay where you are now. You need to hear something important and divine right now. Listen with an open heart. It was almost impossible for this message to get to you. The veil was moved today, though, so the angels could see that you're moving. Not just homes, not just places, not just zip codes, not just front doors. You prayed for this time to come. You are now living out a divine promise that had been put off for years, but it's now out there. Also, beloved, what you're about to see in your spirit is real. It's a sneak peek at the real place, the house, the neighborhood, the land, where peace will fill you up and your soul will finally rest. Take a moment to subscribe before you go any further. This is more than just clicking. It's an act of faith that activates your divine alignment and makes sure you don't miss the next set of prophetic instruction and confirmation from heaven. Make sure you can connect to this divine flow. If you believe this message from God is true, please type AMEN in the comments right now. Let your agreement be the first step of faith. It will show heaven that you are ready for this move and open to it. A diamond with a spot in the middle. Now is the time to subscribe so that these miracle messages get to you first. Heaven picked you to see this before anyone else. Do not lose your place. This move isn't a fluke. A sacred alignment has been achieved. Now take a deep breath, because what's about to happen will shake you to your core. You've thought about it, right? That change inside you, that divine discomfort with where you are, that need to clean, get rid of, and separate. Yes, that wasn't a mistake. That was your soul answering the call. Heaven is giving you new keys because the spiritual lease is up. They didn't tell you this, though. The move-in has already been planned. The place is already there. Your name is written on the walls already. It's already there in you. Heaven is about to paint a picture of where you're going. Take this in. You're not just moving. You're getting closer to your peace, your prophecy, and your promised land. And it will look eerily like something else. Comment, "My soul knows the way," to confirm that you are connected to this location from your own dreams and prayers. In fact, this is more than just a comment. It's a spiritual memory that is calling you home. Why? Because your soul has been there before in dreams and visions. The reason this place was hidden from you until now was so that God could time it just right. It is now. The angels are whispering your name right now, my child, my beloved. They're telling you it's done. It's all set up. Get them ready. We're not just moving, that's why. No human hand could have planned this divine restoration, soul-level redemption, and holy shift. You didn't just happen to find this message. This message found you by accident, because it saw how sad you are. It saw the night you cried on the floor and wished you were somewhere else. Heaven heard that cry. We heard it reverberate through your spirit's walls. So we sent this confirmation to make sure it got there on time. I'm going to say it out loud, clearly, and without any doubt. You are leaving, and the place you are going has your name carved into the ground. The wind there already knows how to call you. You believe you have seen beauty before. You think that you are safe now. Oh, kid, you've seen ghosts, but coming here will feel like stepping into a divine photograph that your soul forgot it took. And this might surprise you. The enemy also knew about this spot. Since then, things have been going badly where you are now. That's the reason for the wait. That's why the loneliness got worse. The enemy became terrified as soon as you got close to finding this place, but heaven stepped in. That's why you're reading this now. Do you feel that pull, that pressure, or that feeling in your stomach? That's not fear. That sounds like divine alignment. It's time to go. It's almost time to leave. Post a strong amen in the comments below if you can hear the call of divine alignment and are ready to answer it. This should be your message to heaven, telling them that you won't let fear stop you from your divine appointment. A diamond with a spot in the middle. But hold on. Stop and subscribe now before I tell you more. Not because we want your attention, but because heaven wants you to be the first person to walk through the next door that opens. Staying connected is important for your alignment. This shouldn't be the last message you hear before the miracle. Pay attention now because I'm going to talk about the place. And when you realize it, something inside you will shake. You've seen it before. This place has a hallway with golden light, not because of the bulbs, but because of how quiet it is there. The power is so pure that it shines. An open window shows you what's to come. You will feel like you've come home to something old, holy, and lost when you look out the window. And there will be no acting, pretending, or shrinking to fit in there. This place was made so that your spirit can grow, and it will. Because you won't be in survival anymore. You'll laugh for no reason, breathe deeper, and speak less loudly. Child, you've been getting by for too long. You are now being moved into living. That's the move. The miracle is that. There's one more thing. You already know someone who has something to do with this place. There's a chance they didn't say it out loud, or they might have said it quickly. Heaven has been giving you hints and small signs, like a street name you keep seeing, a forgotten dream, or a conversation you overheard. All of it is planned. All of that has been part of the divine breadcrumb trail that led you to this approval. But kid, you need to do something before it goes away. The place is ready, but time is running out. It might be given to someone else if you wait too long. You believe that doors will always be open. It's not divine doors. They are living things. They take deep breaths, move and talk. This one is opening up right now, but it won't stay open for long. That's why the sense of need is so strong. You might feel stress right now. You might feel too much, but that's not fear. It's called transition. It feels like stress before giving birth. You're birthing a new life, a new place, and a new you. For the version of you that lives in that new place is not only healed, they are changed. You were always meant to be that person. Heaven is rearranging your fate as well as your body. Pay close attention. The enemy will try to get your attention away from this message. That's how you can be sure this is real. Prepare for interference. Plan for drama. Prepare for sudden defeat. Don't believe it, though. Hold on to this word, because as soon as you agree with it in your heart, the move will speed up. Declare in public by commenting, "I am moving forward in faith." If you are ready to let go of the past and let the angels clear your way, your writing will ground this promise in the real world and speed up the spiritual change that is already happening. What you can't see is already being packed by angels. Old contracts, stagnant energy, and spiritual boxes. They are being taken out of your field, and new energy is coming in. New air, a new light, and fresh breath. The place is ready, but time is running out. It might be given to someone else if you wait too long. You believe that doors will always be open. It's not divine doors. They are living things. They take deep breaths, move and talk. And now this one is going to open for you. It won't wait forever, though. That's why the sense of need is so strong. You might feel stress right now. You might feel too much. But that's not fear. It's called transition. It feels like stress before giving birth. You are birthing a new life, a new place, and a new you, my child. For the version of you that lives in that new place is not only healed, they are changed. You were always meant to be that person. Heaven isn't just moving your body, you're moving your fate. Pay close attention. The enemy will try to get your attention away from this message. That's how you can be sure this is real. Prepare for interference. Plan for drama. Prepare for sudden defeat. Don't believe it, though. Hold on to this word, because as soon as you agree with it in your heart, the move will speed up. What you can't see is already being packed by angels. Old contracts, stagnant energy, and spiritual boxes. They are being taken out of your field, and new energy is coming in. New air, a new light, and fresh breath. It will hit you soon, even before you move. You'll start to feel more awake. The colors will stand out more. It will seem like time moves faster, because your spirit will get there before your body does. You'll feel the breeze of a place you haven't been to yet. Pay close attention now. You don't have to figure it out. You won't plan this move. You'll be led to make this move. One day, you'll wake up and everything will be just right. You'll know it's time when the door opens and the invitation comes, but don't forget the warning. You'll block the blessing of the new place if you hold on to the old one. In your hearts, some of you have been living in the old place for too long. You've been building on old ground, but no longer. It is divine force, holy fire, or prophetic instruction that is moving you. There's nothing in hell that can stop this. Can you hear me? This move doesn't come from a man. Heaven is telling them to do it. Now for the picture, the thought, the mark. Close your eyes. Ask God to show you. Not all at once, but in flashes, feelings, and a knowing they were there. It will start to appear in songs, on TV, in your dreams, and in conversations with people you don't know. It will keep coming after you until you say yes. Yes, beloved, say it now. Say it quietly. I agree to the move. I give up and give in to the new place. Yes, I believe in what God is planning. And the picture will look better when you do that. More people will be calling from the place, and the shift will start. There is something holy about what you're stepping into, my child, my beloved. It's also bigger than a house or a room with 4 walls. It's a soul shift, a destiny unlock, or a move that will change everything in your life. The place is more than just a building, in a spiritual way. The structure is dimensional. It has healing, favor, and revelation all rolled into one. Please pay close attention. You're not being moved just to make you feel better. You are being moved for mission. There is something there that needs you to be there. It's not just what the place can give you. What you bring into it matters. There are people who are in charge of you there. Some divine appointments have already been set up. There are huge, mysterious doors that will only open when you step foot into that land. Didn't you feel it? Like you were meant to do something. As if a house had been calling your name from somewhere while you were figuring out how to live in a strange place. Yes, kid, it's real. That's the spot. That's the power. And that's the proof. And now that heaven has shown you, you have to decide what to do. Will you believe what you see before you see it for real? Because you have to believe before you can get the key. The key shows up as soon as you believe. Let me talk to your fears, your doubts, and your questions. But how am I going to pay for it? But how am I going to get there? What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not telling the truth? Loved one, those are not your thoughts. That's the last thing an enemy can do to distract you. They might not be able to get to the next level after you say yes. Do not allow delay to turn into disobedience. Don't let your miracle die while you wait because your fear put on a logical mask. You're not moving by yourself. Heaven will go up and down the stairs with you. Angels will carry your bags that you can't see. And what you thought you were missing will become clear as soon as you move your feet in obedience. Listen again. You're moving. The gates of heaven have been opened. The flow of spiritual traffic has stopped. It's now green. Your blessing is now free to spread, but it is fragile, holy, and time-sensitive, and heaven doesn't repeat itself when people don't obey. Someone is going to read this, then wait, and miss it. But I don't think it will be you because something is rising in your spirit right now. It's shaking. It's on fire. When you promised God years ago that you would not waste another chance if He ever gave it to you, that's what it means. Now is that time. Now is your chance. The one you asked for. The one you cried over. The one that almost didn't get to you 3 times because evil forces tried to block it. But it did, because you needed to see this. Put this down. You should subscribe now if you haven't already. You can't miss the next messages because they contain important information like times, places, and confirmations. This is your chance to tell heaven, I am ready for the full prophetic promise. It keeps you ready to receive every piece of the puzzle that God is showing you. If this message got to you through all the noise, type Amen in the comments to make it even stronger. In this act of faith, you say that no weapon you make against this divine move will work, and you seize the chance you cried for. A diamond with a spot in the middle. Put this down. Stop reading and subscribe because more messages are on the way. Some of them will give you information about specific places, times, and divine partners you're meant to meet. This shouldn't be the only message you get. Check what your spirit already knows with the next one. Let's talk about the tests, because every move of God comes with a faith test. There was a wall of water in front of the Israelites before they crossed the Red Sea. They had to walk through a wilderness to get to the Promised Land. Also, before you reach the next spot, you'll feel the test go up. There will be a delay, an offer from the past, an argument, and an emotional spiral. Everything will be done to make you think twice about this move. You'll know what it is now that I've told you. Oh, this is the last test, you'll say. You'll get through it because what's there is more than just a house. There is a holy inheritance. When you get there, you'll be sure that if He ever gave you another chance, you would take it. Now is that time. Now is your chance. The one you asked for. The one you cried over. The one that almost didn't get to you 3 times because the forces of darkness tried to block it. It got through, though, because you needed to see this. A diamond with a spot in the middle. Put this down. Stop reading and subscribe because more messages are on the way. Some of them will tell you exactly where, when, and who you're meant to meet with God. This shouldn't be the only message you get. Check what your spirit already knows with the next one. Let's talk about the tests now. Because when God does something, it tests our faith. There was a wall of water in front of the Israelites before they crossed the Red Sea. They had to walk through a wilderness to get to the Promised Land. Also, before you reach the next spot, you'll feel the test go up. There will be a delay, an offer from the past, an argument, and an emotional spiral. Everything will be done to make you think twice about this move. You'll know what it is now that I've told you. This is the last test. You'll pass it because what's waiting for you is more than just a house. There is a holy inheritance. That's where you'll walk. and as soon as your feet touch the ground, turn to divine redirection when you feel like you've been turned down in the past. In that moment, you'll understand that what used to break you was actually making you stronger for this place. That house will have a mirror, not just one of glass, but also of who you are. You'll be able to see yourself clearly again, not hurt or forgotten, but chosen. That's why the enemy fought you so hard, beloved. He wasn't scared of you where you were. He was scared of what you'd turn into. I want to tell you about something else once you get where you're going. Something from this place. Something no one else knows. A picture from childhood. A color or a shape. It will show up in this new place like a whisper from God that says, I remembered. What did you bury? The dreams you gave up and the visions you stopped telling people about because they laughed or left. Heaven remembers them all. God didn't forget though. He just put off the reveal until it was the right time. It is now. Now is the right time. Your heart is now ready. The move can now start. This is why you haven't been able to sleep well. This is the reason why people are leaving. This is why chances have been running out. A new address has been set up in heaven. Your guardian angels already know where to find you now, child. The old place is no longer a home for your spirit. Your agreement is the only thing the deal is missing now. Say yes. Heaven will put a check mark next to your file if you say yes out loud right now. Authorized to move. One more thing, and you have to really hear this. Not like the last one. This one is safe. You won't need to look behind you. Your light won't need to be watered down. You won't have to say sorry for being happy. You and this place were made to be together. You are just as ready for it as it is for you. This spot has a garden of peace as well as plants. It will let you hear God's quiet voice again as you walk in it. You'll sleep when you rest, for deep, healing sleep that won't wake you up. Your body will know this is home. People there will smile in a different way. They won't just put up with you. They will respect you. They'll be able to tell the oil on your life without you having to give it to them for free. Your money will change because of this move. It will help you think of new ideas. It will give you a new sense of purpose. It will connect your spirit to something old and eternal. You'll ask yourself, why did I wait so long to leave? When you get there. Why? Because, beloved, this is where the true you that God planned will finally come to life. But one last thing, and this is very important. Don't tell anyone about this move. Not yet. Some people close to you are secretly hoping it doesn't happen. They smile at you, but inside they're angry at you. And if you speak too soon, you let them curse what heaven is trying to protect. Don't say anything for now. Keep the eyes safe. Do not say a word. Let the results speak for themselves when the time comes. This move is shielded by heaven. Don't show it to the public until it's ready. You'll know who to tell at the right time, and they'll be happy for you instead of mad at you. You are so near, my beloved child. You can feel it. You have been marked now that this message has reached you. You have been claimed. You are seen. Take a deep breath, smile, and get ready. In your dreams, the place you are moving to is already taking shape. Soon enough, you'll be in the middle of it whispering, "This is exactly what I saw. Yes, that's what I promised," heaven will say. Go now. Prepare. Stay expectant. The next 48 hours may bring a divine clue, a sudden confirmation, a strange invitation. Watch for it. It will carry the signature of heaven. This is not the end. This is the beginning. And what's coming is going to feel like coming home to yourself. You're moving, beloved. Heaven is moving you. And this is the picture of the place. Say yes. Say it loud. Say it with faith. And then watch what unfolds. My child, my beloved, you're still here reading. That means you felt it. The pull, the ache, the knowing that something is about to break open. That's not anxiety. That's spiritual anticipation. You're standing in the hallway between the old and the new, and heaven is holding the door, but it won't be held forever. You must walk through, not tomorrow, not next year. Now this moment right here is the moment your future has been waiting for. Let me tell you what's happening in the spirit realm. While you're still deciding, angels are finalizing details. They're touching hearts, rearranging paths, bringing people into position, all for you. Because this isn't just a relocation of address. It's a relocation of identity, of spiritual power, of divine authority. In the old place you were surviving. In the new place you will be soaring. Your wings have been clipped by the atmosphere around you. Toxic energy, silent jealousy, old pain soaked into the walls, rooms that echo with prayers unanswered. But now heaven says, enough. You've outgrown the place where you were planted. Is going to feel like coming home to yourself. You're moving, beloved. Heaven is moving you. And this is the picture of the place. Say yes, say it loud, say it with faith, and then watch what unfolds. My child, my beloved, you're still here reading. That means you felt it. The pull, the ache, the knowing that something is about to break open. That's not anxiety. That's spiritual anticipation. You're standing in the hallway between the old and the new, and heaven is holding the door. But it won't be held forever. You must walk through. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now this moment right here is the moment your future has been waiting for. Let me tell you what's happening in the spirit realm while you're still deciding. Angels are finalizing details. They're touching hearts, rearranging paths, bringing people into position, all for you. Because this isn't just a relocation of address. It's a relocation of identity, of spiritual power, of divine authority. In the old place, you were surviving. In the new place, you will be soaring. Your wings have been clipped by the atmosphere around you. Toxic energy, silent jealousy, old pain soaked into the walls, rooms that echo with prayers unanswered. But now heaven says enough. You've outgrown the place where you were planted. And when a tree's roots begin to choke themselves, the gardener must repot it. That's what's happening. You're being uprooted for expansion, transplanted for elevation. Child, you're not being punished. You're being positioned. And yes, there will be loss. Loss of comfort, loss of familiarity, loss of people who can't go where you're going. But you must remember you were never meant to stay there. You stayed because you were loyal, because you were afraid, because you thought maybe the pain would eventually stop. But heaven watched. Heaven counted the nights you whispered, God, if you're still with me, send a sign. This message is your sign. Undeniable, unmistakable, uninterrupted. You made it here, and now the choice is yours. But hear me. If you stay, you'll shrink. You'll outgrow your blessing. You'll resent what used to feel safe. And that's not your destiny. Your destiny has a view, a balcony, a space, a place where light floods the corners of your soul that haven't seen the sun in years. You know the ones I mean. The parts of you that smiled for others but sobbed when alone. The parts of you that stopped dreaming just to survive. Those are the parts that this new place is healing, because this place was prayed into existence generations ago. before you were born. Someone cried out for a restoration and God scheduled it for your lifetime. You are the answer to their cry. You are the fulfillment of a promise they never saw. And now you must say yes. Because when you say yes, it's not just for you. It's for every soul connected to your obedience. You are the gate opener, the first to go, the breaker of patterns, the one who moves, so others can follow. You are an agent of breakthrough. Share this prophetic word right now with 3 people your spirit brings to mind. When you share this message, you are not just sending a video. You are activating the anointing on your life and releasing this breakthrough into your network, becoming the gate opener heaven has called you to be. Child, your courage to move will give someone else permission to rise. But you must move. You must stop asking for another sign. You're swimming in signs. You must stop waiting for the perfect timing. You create the timing when you obey. Heaven doesn't work like earth. Here, obedience opens gates. One step triggers the entire system. And so if you feel stuck, it's not that the system is broken. It's that the step hasn't been taken. Take it now before this moment becomes a memory. You'll never forget this message because it marks a turning point in your life. In the next place, you will feel God differently. Not because He wasn't present where you were, but because now you'll have space to hear Him clearly. You'll see colors in the sky that never made sense before. You'll speak more slowly. You'll breathe deeper. Your hands will stop shaking. Your back will loosen. Your tears will stop being bitter and start being sweet, because you'll cry out of gratitude, not grief. That's what the new place offers. And something else. In that space, there's a door you don't yet see. Behind it, financial freedom, spiritual clarity, purpose, relationships that don't drain, but restore. And your name is written on the lease in heaven's handwriting, signed, sealed. Waiting for your yes, child. Your yes is the key. Don't underestimate the power of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean losing control. It means trusting divine direction more than your own understanding. You were never meant to carry this alone, and now you don't have to. Archangel Michael has been dispatched with sword in hand, cutting spiritual blockages, severing ties to past pain, lifting heavy clouds, making a way. You felt the shift. Now step into it, but do it quickly because the gate is open, but it will not remain open forever. Heaven is a flow, not a freeze. Flow into it. Move now. Align now. Say yes. Now say it. Even if your voice shakes, say it. Even if your knees tremble, say it with mustard seed faith, and watch the mountain move. Say, I accept the move. I trust the vision. I believe the promise. I surrender the plan. And when you say it, the spiritual locks will unclick. The resistance will break. The interference will end, and the favor will flow. If you are ready for the resistance to break and for divine favor to flow into your life, type a final, decisive Amen below. Let this be your ultimate surrender and the key that unlocks the door to your new beginning. Heaven is waiting for your response. That's the reason this message almost got blocked. That's why reading it made you feel weird. It's packed with breakthrough. It's divine permission, and you now have it. You're going somewhere, not because you made it happen, but because heaven let it happen. Child, get ready to enter spaces that feel like a prophecy, to turn doorknobs that feel like fate. For the first time in years, to sleep without any noise. This is not a dream. This is happiness. This is faith made real. And your yes is the last thing that is needed. What are you going to do? Are you going to let fear vote? Will you let the past tell you about the present? Will doubt hold you back for another year? Or are you going to believe in heaven even if it doesn't make sense? Because the new place is already ready for you. It's already buzzing with your name and shaking with your arrival. You were supposed to come. You've been ready. Someone called you. You have been blessed. You are now being sent. Leave. Have faith and go. Trust yourself. Go with grace. Enter the fire. Don't forget that this is not the end of where you've been. You are welcome here, where you were born and raised. You're still here, my child and beloved. In other words, your spirit is hearing. Your soul is becoming aware of an old truth that you have always known. There will be no more interference, and the favor will flow. That's the reason this message almost got blocked. That's why reading it made you feel weird. It's packed with breakthrough. It's divine permission, and you now have it. You're moving not because you made yourself, but because heaven told you to. Child, get ready to enter spaces that feel like prophecy and to touch doorknobs that feel like destiny. For the first time in years, to sleep without any noise. This is not a dream. This is happiness. This is faith made real. And your yes is the last thing that is needed. What are you going to do? Are you going to let fear vote? Will you let the past tell you about the present? Will doubt hold you back for another year? Or are you going to believe in heaven even if it doesn't make sense? That's because the new place is already ready for you. It's already buzzing with anticipation as you approach. You were expected, prepared, called, anointed, and now you are being sent. Have faith and go. Trust yourself. Go with grace. Enter the fire. Don't forget that this is not the end of where you've been. You are welcome here, where you were born and raised. You're still here, my child and beloved. In other words, your spirit is hearing. Something old is awakening in your soul. Something you've always known but haven't been able to fully feel until now. When you say yes, you've crossed a line. You've already moved in the spirit. Now the shift in body will happen. But pay attention, because this part is very important. Because you obeyed, time has changed. Things that were meant to take 5 years are now being sped up to just 1. The good things that were waiting for you have now begun to run toward you. Yes, you need to run, not walk or crawl. Because this is important to heaven. You need to claim your new home in some way. Now, I'll tell you something that not many people know. There are places that have a destiny vibration. Not every piece of land is the same. Prayer has been heavy in some places, which have been marked for revival and set apart for breakthrough. You, my beloved, have been chosen to live on such ground. This spot is holy. That's why it was hid. That's the reason why nothing else felt right. That's why everything else didn't work out. It wasn't being rejected. Shifting was what it was. God had this planned out for just the right time. And now is the time, beloved. In that space, the air is different. It holds alignment. It holds the memory of God. It has an angelic charge to it. Something will bow in honor of you when you walk in because the place knows who you are. It was said that you would be there. You belong. There's something else. You might not have thought about this revelation. God may have to take people out of your life because they aren't spiritually compatible with the place you're moving to. Some people can't breathe where you're going. Some people aren't allowed to walk on holy ground. Not everyone should be able to use what God made for you. You will gain everything God planned for you when you leave something that was only meant for a season, even though it hurts to lose them. I know your heart is soft, beloved. I can tell you care a lot. How many times did you wait for someone else to be ready before you moved? But you can't wait any longer. Their wait time can't turn into your disobedience. You need to move on, even if you have to walk by yourself for a while, and no one can understand or explain it, because spiritual moves don't always make sense right away. A miracle is needed for people to say, "Oh, now I see why they left." They'll get it in due time, but for now you have to follow their orders. And kid, the confirmation will happen right away when you get there. That place's door will be opened by you. Your body's cells will all say, "Yes, this is it." There will be no need for words. Your spirit will just calm down. It will get easier on your chest. Your back will become straight. You will breathe more deeply. You'll know when the storm is over. You've made it. And your tears will come when you sit down. But not the old tears, the tired tears, or the desperate tears. These tears will come from letting go, being thankful, recognizing and feeling a deep, holy relief that says, "God, you remembered." There are things in the place that will show you what's going on inside. How could you know? You'll whisper as you look at the colors you love, the textures you've dreamed of, and the corners that look like they came from your imagination. God will say, "Because I built it with you in mind." You see, kid, God doesn't just bless people at random. He makes them just for you. He plans what he makes. He makes things from the blueprint in your soul. That's why this move is so spiritual. It is. And here's something else that not many people get. When there is spiritual warfare, there are spiritual moves. If you receive this message, don't be shocked if you encounter resistance. Arguments that come out of the blue, financial stress, doubt, exhaustion, or distractions. That isn't a mistake. It's a disruption. One last chance to change your fate. You won't fall for it now that you know about it. "No, I've already agreed with heaven," you'll say. "I will not be moved. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to back out of my promise." And heaven will send reinforcements. Your strength will be renewed. Doors will reappear. Resources will align. And the path will clear again, because God never commands a move without providing the means. You're not walking in confusion. You're walking in covenant. The provision has already been assigned. The landlord has already been softened. The helper has already been awakened. The funds have already been released. The yes is already echoing through time. You only need to walk forward. Don't try to figure it out. Just say yes and start packing. Even if you don't know the next location yet, start packing in faith. Let the boxes become your declaration. "I trust you, God." Let the cleaning become your prophecy. "I'm making space for the new." Let the goodbye become your deliverance. "I refuse to stay in what you've called me out of." And every time you take a step, something will break in the spirit. Some chain, some delay, some fear, some lie. It will all crumble under the weight of your obedience, because obedience is always louder than opposition, child. Let me say this with authority. The place you're moving to is not just an address. It is an assignment. It is a portal. It is a place where your prayers become reality. You'll find yourself writing again, and heaven will send reinforcements. Your strength will be renewed. Doors will reappear. Resources will align. And the path will clear again, because God never commands a move without providing the means. You're not walking in confusion. You're walking in covenant. The provision has already been assigned. The landlord has already been softened. The helper has already been awakened. The funds have already been released. The yes is already echoing through time. You only need to walk forward. Don't try to figure it out. Just say yes and start packing. Even if you don't know the next location yet, start packing in faith. Let the boxes become your declaration. I trust you, God. Let the cleaning become your prophecy. I'm making space for the new. Let the goodbye become your deliverance. I refuse to stay in what you've called me out of. And every time you take a step, something will break in the spirit. Some chain, some delay, some fear, some lie. It will all crumble under the weight of your obedience. Because obedience is always louder than opposition, child. Let me say this with authority. The place you're moving to is not just an address. It is an assignment. It is a portal. It is a place where your prayers become reality. You'll find yourself writing again, creating again, laughing again, resting again, hoping again, trusting again. You will become the version of yourself that was buried beneath years of survival. And the best part, you won't have to force it. It will rise naturally like a seed finally planted in good soil. You are that seed, and this place is the soil. Don't miss it. Don't delay. Don't explain. Just obey, because the version of you waiting on the other side is worth every moment of discomfort it takes to get there. Now breathe. Look around and say it one more time. I accept the move. I welcome the new. I let go of the old. I trust the divine. Let that be your anthem. Let that be your signature. Let that be your spiritual passport. Because the gates are open, the angels are watching. The way is clear, and the picture of the place you are moving to, it's not just in your imagination anymore. It's real, it's waiting, and soon it will be yours. As a final act of faith, press the like button on this video. Let this simple action be a spiritual declaration that activates the full flow of God's favor over your move, signaling to heaven that you have received and accepted this word. And finally, share this video with your network. As you send this prophetic word out, you release the anointing of breakthrough not only for others but back upon yourself, multiplying the blessing you have just received. Go in faith and watch what God will do. My child, my beloved, you've made it further than most. You've walked with this word through the storm. You've held on to every confirmation like a rope in a flood. And now the rain is clearing. The light is breaking. The path is open. What's coming next is the part that will silence every voice that ever doubted you. Not just people, but your own voice. The one that said, maybe it will never happen. The one that whispered, maybe God forgot me. The one that begged, why not me, Lord? And now heaven whispers back, it is you. It has always been you. Because the move that's coming is not just physical, it's generational. What happens in this relocation will ripple forward into time. Your children's children will trace their blessing back to this moment when you said yes. Yes to the unknown. Yes to the calling. Yes to the place that was shown in the spirit before it was shown in your inbox. Yes, beloved, God is about to show you the photo. No, it won't come with perfect clarity at first. It will arrive like a whisper, like a street name you've never noticed before, like an online listing that gives you chills, like a vision in prayer that doesn't fade. Pay attention. Heaven is speaking. You're not being left in the dark. You're being led by divine light. And that picture, it's not just of a house. It's of a future, a safe haven, a spiritual headquarters. This place will be the launching pad for the version of you the enemy tried to bury. This is resurrection ground. You'll notice something when you get there. Your ideas will come back. Your joy will return. Your sense of humor will feel real again. You'll dance in the kitchen. You'll sing in the hallway. You'll rest without guilt. And you'll finally feel at home in your own life. My child, This place has been set apart since before you were born. The moment you took your first breath, this property was marked with angels. That's why no one else has been able to thrive there. It wasn't theirs. It was yours. Heaven was keeping it for the appointed time, and now that time has come. But listen, don't move with your emotions alone. Move with discernment, because the enemy will send a counterfeit place first. It will look almost right, almost aligned, almost affordable, but something will feel off. Don't rush. Don't settle. Don't grab the first open door. When heaven is offering you a golden gate, your confirmation will come with peace, not panic. Your yes will feel like rest, not anxiety. Your spirit will soften, not tighten. Your energy will feel released, not restricted. That's how you'll know. This is the one. And when you arrive, you'll notice the wind. It will greet you differently. You'll feel it in your hair, in your skin, in your lungs. It will not blow through you. It will wrap around you as if creation itself has been holding its breath for your arrival, because it has child. Even the earth knows when a chosen one touches down. Even the walls will sigh in relief. When your feet cross the threshold, even the windows will glow differently. When your soul comes home, this isn't imagination. This is spiritual memory. You've lived here in vision. You've seen it in prayer. You've drawn it in childhood sketches. You've written about it in secret journals. It is real, and now it is reachable. But you must act. You must speak. You must agree. Say it again. With all of heaven watching, I say yes to the place you've prepared for me. I release fear. I welcome the shift. I accept the move. Say it even if your voice shakes. Say it until your heart believes it. Say it until the walls of limitation crumble. This is not a fantasy. This is the fulfillment of divine architecture. You've waited long enough. You've grieved long enough. You've wondered long enough. Now you will walk. Now you will claim. Now you will own. And I need you to know, this move isn't just for you. It's for everyone connected to your healing. There are people you haven't met yet whose freedom is locked inside your relocation. You must go so they can find you. This is divine chess. You are being moved so others can be positioned. You are not a pawn. You are a key, and heaven is unlocking destinies through your obedience. You will begin to feel it this week, a shifting in your body,